Yesterday I recorded a Lemoncraft episode. Lemoncraft is my Minecraft Xbox 360 Let's Play. And I was just collecting some wood and I found a ravine. And I just came back from a ravine and I looked over an NPC village and then looked back and then just uploaded it to YouTube. The episode got some good feedback and whatnot. I was looking at all the comments and looking at all the top comments. And I was away for about 5 minutes and I came back and one comment says, look at this, part of the video. I saw Herobrine in the background and I was like, yeah, whatever. I see some of those comments on the look, like something similar to that, oh, you missed diamonds. I look at it and it's not diamonds or anything, there's nothing really there, it's just a troll. So I looked at it and then I looked closely and my face just dropped in shockness, because well, let me play the clip for you right here. This was took place yesterday on my Let's Play world. I'm thinking of doing like a subway to like the mountains up top, and I'm also going to like put fences around the NPC village. So like I'm gonna play that again for those who didn't see, and I'm just gonna freeze frame. So I'm gonna play through it now, and I'm just gonna freeze frame it right here. If you guys look closely at the NPC village, you will see a behind the wheat farm, between like a house and a little wheat farm, you see a blue shirt and what appears to look like Steve but with white eyes, and this of course could be the legend, myth, whatever you want to call it, Herobrine. I'm not too sure what to say to this. You guys who follow me on Twitter will see my reaction to this last night. I didn't really believe it was Herobrine or Herobrine, however you say it. I thought it was a zombie at first. I never really believed in that sort of Herobrine stuff because there was no like official sighting or anything. On the PC version that is, but on the 360 version it's a whole different story. I'll get into that in a bit. But I was asking like people what could this be, and I'm just rather than Herobrine, because I wasn't too convinced. But people were suggesting it was a zombie, and I said yeah, it was a zombie, and then I kind of realised that zombies had green skin instead, and his arms were dropping down. People suggested that after I said this, but I thought, I said he wasn't burning because he was under a shadow, which he probably wasn't, or he's in water. It looked like he was in water in the wheat farm. But then people pointed out that he didn't have green skin, and his arms were down, which I completely forgot about. And of course, there was a lot of people saying, oh, fake. There was another person with the Herobrine skin or whatever. Now, I wasn't too sure how to prove that it was, not a multiplayer server or anything. But someone pointed out that, you went to sleep, and when you go to sleep on a multiplayer server, it pops up a little notification in the bottom left saying, all players need to sleep in the bed. And you guys will see, like, a few minutes later after that, the sighting, I go to bed and, it doesn't appear or anything, like all players need to be in the bed. It doesn't say like, oh, this person has went to bed, now you need to go to bed. Just skip till morning. So obviously I was the only one in that world. If I was the only one in that world and that wasn't a mob that none of us know, then what was it? Now, I heard lots of rumours on the 360 version. I heard a lot more sightings, people saying, oh, I saw Herobrine, but I didn't capture a picture, lol, soz, on like some forums or somewhere. People obviously don't believe them, but they are really convinced to tell them that they were telling the truth or anything. But I also was never convinced or anything until I saw this, which I would never have noticed if no one ever picked out. But you guys will see in the 360 version of Minecraft, 4J Studios and Mojang keep hinting that there is a Herobrine in the game. There's like a little kind of in-game tip at the bottom. Well, it's not really a tip; it's kind of a little message, like say one of them's like Dead Mouse likes Minecraft. I think one of them said, we think 4J Studios took Herobrine out of the game, but we're not too sure, and stuff like that. And in patch notes, in the 1.7 patch note and the 1.8 patch note, they put, removed Herobrine. To find that, I think you need to go to like options and what's new at the main menu. I'm not too sure how to find that. That's not very important. Herobrine is a different case on the 360 version just because it has 4J Studios. And I think they might have added this into the 1.8 update just to maybe it's a rare sighting, maybe, you know, you see it all the time, it's just in a really far distance or it's well hidden or something. Because I would have never found this. I went back on this world as soon as I got in from school today and looked around where he was located. I literally spent like 20 minutes on that world looking everywhere to see if I could see him and looking, you know, in a far distance to see if I could see anything, but I couldn't see anything at all. And if I zoom in on him here, you really can't really see much, just loads of pixelated rubbish, but you can see that it is a Steve character with white eyes, or white something on his face. It's just like a white block. If I put Herobrine to the side of it, it's hard to tell. You know, we can tell it's not a zombie, we can tell it's not another player because of the notification. I'm not too sure how else I could prove it. If you guys have any suggestions of how I could prove that it wasn't a multiplayer server, please do leave a comment. So you know, it must have been him, but I'm still not too sure on this. If you guys would please post a comment if you guys have seen anything sort of familiar or something creepy about this on the 360 version only. And another thing that might have helped, in the same episode, I found a ravine and there was a piece of netherrack on the side of the ravine that was on fire. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it or not, but people were pointing that out before. But then people saw Herobrine and people were more interested in that. I nearly forgot about that, but that's not really important to me right now. But in future parts of Lemoncraft or anything in Minecraft, just keep your eyes open to see if there is anything, I guess. But I think this might be a rare occurrence because, I don't know, 4J doesn't want anyone like seeing it like loads or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know anything. I don't know anything, you know, as much as you guys do. But leave a comment if you had a similar experience or anything. If you guys have seen or, you know, had a weird experience that could be related to Herobrine on Minecraft for Xbox 360 only. I'm not interested for the PC version because I think that's a little different right now. If I find anything creepy again or anything like that, I'll be sure to post it in another video, but I don't think I will be seeing anything else. I could be completely wrong. This could be that this is really common and they're just going to take it out because it's a way to troll us or something. But I have no idea. Please do post a comment if you've had anything similar. And post a comment on what you think about this. Could you think it could be anything else? Well, obviously it probably couldn't now. If it's not a zombie, if it's not a mob that we know, then what is it? But I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. The link to the original episode will be in the description below if you guys want to check that out for yourself for the